What's up? Hope everybody's doing good out there. Hope life's going as good as possible for you. I'm making a quick video on how to remove these brake sensors on the Surron X. The Surron has these brake sensors in the front and rear brake that when you hit the brake, it cuts the power to the throttle. So when you're trying to do like a wheelie and you're going from the brake back onto the throttle, sometimes it'll like skip out a little bit. Or if you're trying to do like a burnout or something. I'm not really trying to mess up my tire, but those do look sick. So if you're trying to do that, you're gonna have to remove it too. Also though, it just has way too many wires up here and it just makes it look a little bit cleaner. So that's another perk for it in my opinion. This isn't too hard to do at all. All you're gonna need for this is a 7mm wrench, 2mm Allen, 4mm Allen, and some needle nose pliers. All right, let's get into this. First things first, gotta flip your little breaker switch to cut the power off. Mine's already off. And then I'm gonna remove the battery. I'll show why later on, but that makes it a little bit easier. 38 amp hour battery. Then you can come up here and on each side, they have these little set screws on the bottom and you're gonna have to remove those. All right, after you get those little set screws out, you can take your little 7mm wrench and you might not need to even use it. It might just be finger loose, yeah, mine is. But if not, you got your little wrench. And then after you unthread that, it just slides right out. And that's the end of the sensor right there. And then do the same thing on the other side. Boom, pop that sensor out too. And then you can take these wires, pull them up through, and then this little wire clip, rubber wire clip thing, I don't know exactly what to call it. Take them out of there, pop that thing back together. And then I'm gonna take my little set screws and thread those back into place just so I don't lose those. And then for the other holes where the sensors were, I don't really think that should be too much of an issue because it's just like, it's not electric, it's just like a hydraulic lever now at this point. So hopefully there's no like exposed electrical stuff in there. And even if there is, I don't really see why it would matter. But I'm gonna try to look up in there with the flashlight better and see if it looks like there's any exposed wires, anything like that. And if there is, I'm probably gonna go to Ace Hardware and try to plug that up. Okay, I tried to get a video of that on my phone. I don't know how well you could see it, but it looks like it's just metal up in there. And like I said, I don't see how there'd be anything electrical in there that could go wrong anymore. I mean, maybe in the long run if you wanted to replug the sensors back in, but I don't really care. So I think I'm gonna just leave it like that and hope for the best. All right, so then after that, you wanna take your battery tray off, or the battery door, whatever it's called. There's 2 clips on each side and 2 pins holding it in. And these little pins are little E-clips that have like 3 teeth, like one on the ends and then one in the middle. So you want to spin the pin to where the opening to the clip is on the backside so you can pop it off. Just get a firm grasp on it with your pliers and just firmly pull it off. Oh my gosh. See, and that's why I recommend to move the battery tray. I forgot to explain that, but I just demonstrated it. But if the battery's there, sometimes it'll fall in between the battery and this little gap, and then it's really hard to get out. So it just kind of makes it a little bit easier. And then it's just the exact same thing on the other side. Boom. And after you slide that second pin out, it just pops right off. Then we gotta pop off this little ignition cover thing, whatever this is called. So you're gonna take your 4mm Allen and unthread these bolts right here. And then this thing just pops right up, boom. And then there's a bunch of wires stuffed up in here, but it's not as intimidating as it looks. They all stuff right back into place really easily. So yeah, just pull all these wires out. They're kind of like in the back of all the other wires. And then boom, there you go. There's the 2 little connectors of each wire sensor. Just grab those. There's a little clip like most wire connectors. Pop them out. Now your wires are out, there we go. Now these little open connectors right here, I'm not really sure what to do with those. I don't know if that's gonna be an issue, like leaving those open. Hopefully no water gets up into there really anyways, but I still feel kind of sketchy about that. So if anybody has any like tips or knows ideas to plug those, or even knows if that's an issue, please let me know in the comments. I'd be stoked on that. But other than that, you're just gonna push that back up down in there like it was before you pulled it out. Yeah, all these wires stuff back into place pretty easily. But then before you slap the ignition cover back on, make sure none of your little the 3 wires that are coming out now get twisted up or anything like that. And there we go. Then put the ignition cover back in place and thread this back in. Don't cinch these bolts down either, just tighten them down snug and then they're good. Then take your battery door with your pins and clips and we're just gonna put this all back on. Now this is the hardest part of the entire process in my opinion. I don't know if there's a better way to do this or not, but the best way that I've found so far is you wanna take these little clips, like I said, there's like 3 teeth on each end and then 1 in the middle, and just grab it with the tip of your needle nose pliers right in the middle of the center of the middle clip. And now just try to hold it as like firmly, but like gently as you can, and just calmly like press it into place. Boom, there we go. Because it wants to spin on that pin really bad, and it's really easy to drop it and like lose it up into your bike. The last time I tried to do this, I literally had to flip my bike upside down and shake it to try to get the clip back out. But yeah, there we go. That one's in, and then it's the same thing on the other side. It's not too awfully difficult, but I do wish that it was just like threaded in my opinion, and you could just thread these in. I feel like that'd be a lot easier than dealing with these little clips. Same thing as the other side. Grab it in the middle, right on the tip of the pliers, and then just firmly, but gently press it into place. Boom. There we go. And then that's basically it. I mean, you slap your battery back into place and that is it. Oh, the kickstand. I was like, wait, it didn't work. Yeah. There we go. All done. Looks way cleaner up front. Got those wires out of the way. I feel like, yeah, there's just way too many wires up front to begin with for me, so that helps a lot. And then now you can pop your wheelies easier without having to deal with that, do your burnouts, whatever you want to do. It's really, really simple. Like I said, I feel like anybody could do this as long as you have like any like general understanding of twisting wrenches and stuff. But yeah, that's all. Nice, simple, and easy. If you guys enjoyed this or found this informative or anything like that, let me know by dropping a like, please. I'm gonna keep making more videos, so if you like Surron related videos, try to check those out too on my channel. But other than that, peace out and have fun out there and stay safe.